Mama, today is 31st of October 2022. Never mind the noise, it's raining outside, and I'm sitting outside, you know. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I want to be remembered as the prophet that was in the days that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, was captured. I want one day when our people write stuff about ourselves, they will say there was an awakened one in that time, and the thoughts is what he said in those days. Thoughts is what he said in those days. That the prophet was against those who wants to sabotage and overthrow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The first coup in 2016-17 and the second coup in 2021 and 22, that the awakened one of the Biafran people spoke in those days. And there was remnants that heard his voice. You have to understand there is something that is called search and destroy. This is the policy that DOS Chike has implemented, search and destroy. Chike has hired anybody, anything that has something to say against the families of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and also the awakened one. And they are doing all those things, but I tell you, woe is he that allow himself to be used to sabotage the awakened one or to sabotage the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. Woe upon that person, he or she. Woe upon any man that made him or herself available to be used. You have to understand there's a lot of people that said, use me, I'm willing. And there are always people that are willing to be used. And whenever there is an opportunity for them to step in, they never lose the opportunity. But woe upon them. This is the mouth of the awakened one declaring that woe upon those. The spirit of Ifajuna will never depart from their family and their household. There are people that they're always willing to be used. But yesterday, Mono Nalibo, Baramuku, that they have been defeated. And they all will be defeated. And one day, when the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Gapata, somebody gano somewhere, or no hana this bullshit rapture media, or no hana this Biafran Times bullshit, or no hana Radio Biafra ne kuoku, hanona the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra apotala. Haga just dome microphone collapse. Ndo foga hide. Say chai, woe upon them that they have allowed themselves to be used. And now is the time. Now is the time to know the enemies of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What is going on now in Radio Biafra, even 1 year ago? 1 year ago today, Nilo Febu was in charge of Radio Biafra, was in charge of DOS, was in charge of Chike was working with him, literally, and that's the truth. There is evidence. And I thought after I fought Nelly Ofebu, disseminated her, neutralized her, separate Nelly Ofebu from Umuani Highway, finally separating Nelly Ofebu from Simon Ekpa. Now Simon Ekpa is nothing. He's just there underground collecting money. He's nothing. And I thought that DOS would have unified the family. 1 year, Chike Doziem are not able to unify the IPOB. Chike Doziem is just running around going after Neneanya for 1 good year. Chike Doziem running around all over the place going after Madam Neneanya. Na chwari wanyi, ala na agbaragara, ya na chwari wanyi. 1 year. The only thing he knows how to do is to search and destroy. Who can put an allegation on Neneanya? Come, highest bidder. Any idiot that can put an allegation on the families of Mazen and the Kano. And finally now, it's now a good thing, a noble thing for IPOB member to celebrate somebody who cost the families of the parents of Mazen and the Kano. Radio Biafra celebrated them. And now they are looking for highest bidder. Who is that have something to say? So that we can slander them. They said all the members, all the families members of Mazen and the Kano are criminals. According to EU South Africa. According to Amaracha Mihi Wajire Kete Kurumbene, Donald Einstein Azubike. And the Chike Doziem is happy because they told him Mazen and the Kano's word is in the past. Mazen and the Kano is irrelevant. Mazen and the Kano is nobody because Mazen and the Kano is busy running around in act of fornication, according to Ikenga. And because of that's why we have problem that we have, because it's act of fornication. According to Ikenga, Ikenga said that he was busy, a woman with one big thing, was just rubbing it on Mazen and the Kano, taking pictures all around the place. Because of all those acts of fornication. That's why there are problems. When Mazen and the Kano will come out, he said that he will be the one on his back, so that there will be no woman close to him. That means he was referring, he wants to prevent Mazen and the Kano from falling into acts of fornication. When somebody speaks, watch their words. Interpret what they say. They don't say what they did not say. Bring something that somebody said and put it out there and tell us what they think. They don't just make up something that somebody never said. If somebody said the awakened one said something, say, show me what he said. If you don't see it, don't believe it. Each time I speak with evidence. And if you want to see all the things that EU South Africa said against the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, that one, Nanu Yanakoko, ne, the secretary, because of this act of fornication and because of this immorality in the palace, that's why God destroys Sodom and Gomorrah. When Mazen and the Kano will come, I will chase out any woman, more especially any woman that spoke Igbo, according to Ikenga. And this EU South Africa told us that Mazen and the Kano, it is this EU South Africa that confirmed that was act of insubordination. EU South Africa says that Mazen and the Kano asked Chike Doziem to appoint Bridget into DOS. I didn't, according to Ikenga, not the awakened one. Ikenga said it on his program. I cannot play it now. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave an order to Chike Doziem. Chike Doziem did not do it. That is insubordination. If you think that insubordination is good, Mwo uru hana agba Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Otu nke ọ ga-adị gị na your generation. You will go and marry a wife. In the night before the day you have to celebrate your wife, somebody will fly in. A spirit will fly in, come and pregnant your wife. If you talk, thunder will fire you and your generation. You will go and buy a car and come back home. Before you even test the car, armed robbers will come and pick up the car. If you cry, Ekwensu ga-akpọ into the nation. You will create a company, and the end of the year, when you're supposed to celebrate, somebody will come and take over your company. If you complain, Chineke ga-amụ ịga ọkụ n'isi. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the founder and the creator of IPOB, and the supreme leader, supreme commander, the vision. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is, this vision is not Motopark or Aburo. This thing is not Uber, which is taxi union, taxi app program a creatory with maybe $5,000 US. I don't think that app is more than $5,000 US. Azubike said that the founder of Uber, which is taxi, somebody who created a taxi app that was removed because the company now is big, and there are now, the company is going, the same app has been bought all around the world, implemented. So now what they did now is to, once to remove the person, the board of trustees remove the person. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not bigger than the association, that nobody is bigger than this association. EU South Africa agreed. And finally, EU South Africa said, we're not going to give money into the pocket of IPOB. We will give it into where the new leader of IPOB said. Send your WhatsApp number. I will send you all those videos. You will see there is Sabo in the house. Oh, there is enemy in the house. There is enemy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the family. You see, they said IPOB, one family. There is enemy. The enemy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not the zoo. The enemy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the family. They say, oh, Heli Biafra, IPOB, one family. Enemy is in the family. Enemy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the family. And today, you don't see all the things that has been happening as outrage. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out, we will see how many of them will come and with crocodile tears. Oh, you know, we thought they know what they are doing. All of them know what they are doing. They have been hearing what their working one has been saying 1 year ago. They know everything. Whoever doing whatever they are doing, they know what they are doing. But I ekelene Chineke that the enemies, all of them will expose themselves one by one. And that's why you see people, they put the picture of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When you're talking about somebody is in subordination against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you see them challenging me that is telling the truth. So that means that person that put the pictures of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is really an enemy of Mazi. It might be one person. There was one idiot that I know in Africa. He claimed he is media warrior. He's now a recharge card media warrior, but I don't want to bring him into this conflict. He has over 100 Facebook accounts. I know him, and he might be here commenting. One day I will bring him out, and very soon, and those people sabotaging Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will come out, it's not going to be like the other one. This time, I will make sure. Well, I'm done. I'll be done with IPOB. I will be done with IPOB. But all that I'm praying is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to come out peacefully and let his enemy see him face to face. Face to face. I thank you for listening to me. The enemies of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, search and destroy of Chike Doziem will fail. He can hire whosoever he likes, but his coup has failed because he hired incompetent fools. He hired incompetent people like Ikeng Ewu from South Africa and this Agracham, that they can never shut their mouth. They always expose their secret. Their secret to overthrow Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they will come out, they will expose it. They will come, they'll say, oh, DOS asked us to say this and not to say this. Something they're supposed to keep a secret. They come out, they said, oh, DOS. Now, there is now a new leader, a new chef in the town. It's Chike Doziem. The next day, this Ewu from Ghana, is more powerful. Chineke kpọrọ ya ọkụ. Ekwensu ga-anyụ ya mmamịrị n'isi very soon. And Ekwensu ga-akpọ ya ntuli n'isi. Chike Doziem eyizuo ya. And they, oh, there is a new acting onye ndu. Chike Doziem want to be onye ndu. Chike Doziem is a rat to be onye ndu. A rat. He doesn't have the qualities to be onyendu. Le Mazen Nnamdi Kanu gaga n'okwu yari elu oji 20 yari da ọ dịkwa fit. Chike Doziem ọ ga-arịli otu elu oji ka ọ fọ ere the second one ọ ga-ahụ. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu kajara kaja, and we are not looking for a pope ka pope wuru onye ndu ndị Igbo. No, anyị achọghị pope, anyị achọghị a priest. A chọrọ ọchịagha kajara kaja. Chineke gozie Mazen Nnamdi Kanu maka ndị iro gbara ya okirikiri. Ndị iro nọ na family. Ndị iro nọ na family Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and IPOB is the family. IPOB is the family, and ndị iro gbara ya okirikiri. Anọ ha na DOS, anọ ha na coordinator, anọ ha na everywhere, agbara ihe okirikiri. Anọ ha na legal team, agbara ihe okirikiri, agbara ihe agburumebu, agbara ihe around. Onye ndị iro gbara gburugburu na-eche ndị ya nche. DOS has done a powerful job, but they have how would you want to overthrow Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and you declare all the family members of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu are criminal? It is clear that they want to overthrow their brother. It is truth. Only a fool that doesn't see it. The wicked one is saying that, and I'm making it clear to you. If you love Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, don't stay by and watch. Challenge the status quo. Challenge the narrative. If I did not challenge the narrative 1 year ago, that wouldn't have been today. Because I challenged the narrative that day first month of the coup, second month of the rendition, third month of the rendition, fourth month of the rendition. Why all these idiots, media warrior, were against me? Rapture Media were against me. I called that idiot that owns the Rapture Media and said, why are you sending propaganda message against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Because that fool said, oh no, that the people uploading it on our site. They said, this site is being used against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The next day he puts my video that time and he never put any other one till today. Now is the platform that's being used to send sub messages to say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's father palace is like Sodom and Gomorrah. That is act of fornication, because somebody took a picture with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, then they said it's act of fornication, and that's why God. And now the palace of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's father is where said by Ikenga. The voice recording, I can send it to you. So only send me your WhatsApp number. Don't send me WhatsApp number. Just WhatsApp me and send me those videos. I will send it to you. And please save it somewhere else. We might need it one day. Because this Ikenga and Ewu Ndozo, they always denied what they said. Amala Chami Hyowa, Apatana radio bullshit, rapture bullshit, and said that all families of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that they are all criminals. Is it not the same thing that Nene Febu said? But somebody now, it is Chike Doziem sponsoring the people, saying the same thing today. And you kept silent. So when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out, he will say, thank you for saying that the palace of my father is like Sodom and Gomorrah. Thank you, Ikenga, for saying that I was in act of fornication. Thank you, Ikenga, for saying that Anona Palace ne Biokwe. Ikenga was referring to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Anona Palace na Aboko so ne Biokwe. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will clap. Thank Radio Biafra for allowing those idiots to come to Radio Biafra, for allowing those people to spread sub messages against the supreme leader, against the supreme commander of the indigenous people of Biafra. Chineke ga-akpọ nnọọkụ. Chineke ga-akpọ nnọọkụ one by one. Nga nnụ ha analyst ndị ara nọ na support ihe ọjọọ. Nnụ ga-ata ahụhụ kpata ego nna ga-erie. Nnụ ga-amụ nwa nna ga ọ ga-abara nna uru. Nnụ ndị ọjọọ jọrọ njọ Chineke ga-akpọ nnọọkụ. The Queen of Heaven died because of IPOB, and His Majesty Amwo Makihi IPOB. IPOB. Onye gwara na somebody in IPOB got curse the palace. When you curse the palace, you curse the king, because the king is the palace is the king. No wonder Ndojo can know. Send me WhatsApp message. Prophet, send me those videos. I will send you the videos immediately. You watch. The evidence is there. Not there. Chineke gozienu. If you love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, come out. How many people are in DOS? The other ones are like wimp. We are afraid so that Chukwu will not remove us. You are disgrace. A disgrace. Putagodo kochupunno. Ndara. They don't speak. They keep silent. They don't come out and challenge the narrative. Only these mad people are everywhere. These hired assassins. Hired Ndara, Azorazo, Zondara, all over the place. Somebody says that the mother of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in the palace. Ngane Buhari Mwani. Gabankete. That the palace of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's father is like Sodom and Gomorrah. You are praising them. Chineke kpọọ nna ọkụ, Chineke kpọọ gị ọkụ, ọwụ Chineke. Ekwensu ala Igbo kpọọ gị ọkụ, kpọọ nne gị ọkụ, kpọọ nna gị ọkụ, kpọọ generation gị ọkụ, maka na ụwụ ndị ọjọọ. Ekwensu kajara akaja shiri ike chụrụ ndị ọcha from ala anyị, bụọ gị ọnụ, bụọ nne gị ọnụ, bụọ nna gị ọnụ, maka na ụwụ ndị ọjọọ. We love Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, we love Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, ose tiene ele ebe love gị nọ. Ekwensu kpọọ nna ọkụ, ekwensu bụọ nna ọnụ, bụọ nna ọnụ, na ụwụ ndị ọjọọ.